Guys, it's Dan here from T&W, and today I just want to make this video to go through our exact framework on how we're helping our clients in the B2B space predictably generate sales meetings with their exact ICP every single day. So this is a complete done for you service. It's completely implemented into your business to help you guys scale and get some more customers. This all started when we started running our own cold email campaigns for ourselves. And as you can see, some of the results here below, our best campaign actually generated 43 meetings within 20 days. This left our director of sales, Ed, absolutely inundated with calls. He could not actually handle the amount of calls that were in his pipeline. As you can see from this screenshot here, Roman was letting him know that there was 3 more leads put into the pipeline. And yeah, again, another one here, 4 new leads put into the pipeline. He just couldn't handle it. We actually had to stop the campaign because our email was so good that the responses we were getting was just overwhelming the whole process, and we had to figure out how we actually start focusing on fulfillment instead of just onboarding new clients. If you don't believe me, you can go reach out to Ed on LinkedIn. I'm sure he'll be more than inclined to tell you about the horror stories of having so many people ring him up. He couldn't actually handle it, forgetting who he's speaking to. He had no idea just because there's just too many leads in the pipeline. Obviously, not every single campaign goes like this. We just kind of hit a bit of a home run. Our offer was really, really good, really clear. And we actually, obviously, it's quite a big demand for what our services are within the commercial solar installation space. So great, at the end of the day, the email was really, really good. And we had a great offer and in a market that needs our services. So if you have all 3 of those, you're bound to make really, really, really great results from your campaigns. The email is direct response marketing, so you're going to figure out straight away whether or not what you're doing is working or not. You're going to get responses if the email is good. So you're directly understanding whether or not what you are doing is actually going to work. So it allows you to iterate and make changes all the time because you're constantly getting exact feedback on your cold email campaigns. You can test on campaigns all the time. We test so many different angles. We're testing all the time with subject lines, content within the emails, CTAs, lead magnets. We're always testing as much as possible to figure out what exactly works for our clients. And at the end of the day, the data is there. It shows. The data shows us exactly what's working, from response rates to open rates to meetings booked. We're always reviewing our data and figuring out what is working for our clients. We started a campaign for one of our clients literally 3 days ago, and we've already started booking calls for him. And as you can see from this conversation between Roman and him, he's a little bit, whoa, all of a sudden you just booked some, calls for me. He wants to see how the process works. Our whole process is fragmented in a template model. So you know exactly what you're doing. We'll go through exactly how this works, exactly how you take the calls. So we know that you can go on, make your discovery call, figure out who they are, if they work for your business. We'll then help you create that pitch deck to make sure you definitely get that close sorted. And then from then on, we still run them through the campaign to make sure that they get, all of the emails that we're going to send them. By no means is this a get rich quick scheme. You don't just turn the campaign on and all of a sudden you've got people knocking at your door begging for your services. It doesn't quite work like that. It is a very test, review, reiterate sort of model. We need to make sure that we're always making sure we find out exactly what works. And the only way we can do that is by testing and constantly trying to update campaigns to make sure they're working at their best ability. But again, this is an extremely predictable method to scale and grow your client base, especially if you're in the B2B market. If you're in the B2B market, you know about the powers of LinkedIn and stuff like that. But implementing cold email is going to put you directly in conversation with your exact target market. And once you figure out what works and what they're going to bite on, you can scale that so much. It's predictable at the end of the day because you can just add leads to your campaign. You start small, figure out what works, test with a small audience. Once you figure out what works, boom, you start adding more and more leads to that campaign to really, inflate it and try and get the most you can out of that campaign. Again, it's so scalable because you can see, this email has got X open rate, it's got X reply rate with 100 leads. If we scale that to 1,000 leads, we can expect the same or similar results to that, which means you know exactly how many emails you need to be sent to reach your goals and sign X amount of clients. So it's incredibly predictable. Positioning. So we always make sure that you're the no-brainer option within your market. If you don't have one of these ticked, then you're less likely to close the lead. At the end of the day, you need a strong website. You need strong branding, strong professional profiles. If you're not the complete package, why would someone want to, use you? At the end of the day, my thesis on this is, if you don't invest in yourself, how are you expecting someone else to invest in you? You need to be that full profile. You need to be that no-brainer, service or product that you might offer to the market. You need to be that no-brainer solution for the customer. And again, we're so confident that if we don't produce you an ROI on your investment with us, we'll work completely for free until you do. Even if it takes us 6 months, we will work for free until we get you the results that you're after. We've got an exact 90-day process which shows you exactly how we're going to generate the sales calls for you without you having to lift a finger. Again, this is all done for you. Week 1 to 3 is the back-end blueprint phase. So this is where we're setting up everything for us to actually run this service. So that's purchasing domains, sorting out all your DNS settings, humanizing the email accounts, making sure that they're, go through the 2-week warm-up phase, which then means that all the emails are going to be landing in the inbox instead of spam. Heavily researching your competitors and the market you're in, making sure that your offer is a no-brainer offer so that you can close people, like clockwork. Carefully constructing the lead list. We need to make sure that this lead list is the exact target customer that you're looking to acquire. We need to make sure that the list is full of, exact prospects you're looking to take on, not just anyone. It has to be the exact person you're looking for. Once we've done that, we then create a campaign based on the research, based on the lead list that we built, and now we get it launched. So then between week 3 and 8, we're doing the response refinery phase. So this phase is complete testing and iteration. That's all it is. We're launching the campaign, testing multiple angles, multiple different subject lines, multiple different CTAs. We're testing absolutely everything. What we want to do with this phase is just figure out what works. And that's testing different audiences, figuring out what they're biting on. We're trying different hooks, different CTAs, value-added CTAs, free personalization videos. Maybe you might offer them a little taster of your services for free, or a strategy call. Whatever it is that you want to offer them, we can implement it during this phase to make sure we figure out what works. By the end of this, we're going to know exactly what works and how we're going to focus the next campaign to start scaling and generating some more results. So that's all the way up to week 3, from week 3 to week 8. So from week 8 to 13, we're now hitting into the breakthrough phase. So within this phase, we're finding out what works from the previous testing and iteration phase, and we're now going to add in volume. So this is a case of adding more leads to the campaign, adding different target audiences that are similar to your exact ICP. We're also then going to start, using the knowledge from the previous testing and iteration phase to really enhance this campaign and make sure that it is the best campaign we've built so far out of all of them. We know what works, obviously, because the previous testing phase allowed us to figure out, what CTAs, what hooks, what case studies are working, predictably, and then we can, add volume and predictably scale this whole operation. Again, we do have an ROI guarantee on this. So at the end of the day, you could just say, I want my money back, but you invested for a reason. You're looking to get results, and we want to get you those results. Hence why we will work for free until we do get you those results. I mean, if you're interested in finding out exactly a little bit more about this whole process and how we can help your business scale in terms of lead generation, feel free to message us on LinkedIn, get in contact. Our emails are on our website. You can always get in contact that way, and we'll be happy to have a look at your business, do a free feasibility analysis, and see if it's actually possible for us to help you guys scale. Thank you very much for watching the video. Really appreciate it. I'll speak to you guys soon.